Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Neha Bhardwaj-Alter and this is Game On, where you get the latest from the world of sports, and we are building up to IPL 2025. We talk about Punjab Kings. Will IPL 2025 will be a new era for Punjab Kings with Ricky Ponting as the head coach and Shreyas Iyer the captain of the side. They're determined to end their decade-long playoff drought. Can they finally achieve it? They would really be hoping that Iyer and Ponting can be their lucky charms. The franchise has struggled since their last playoff appearance in 2014. Numerous captains and coaches, they've come and gone, and the squad has been constantly reshuffled in a desperate search for a winning formula. This year, though, Punjab Kings said they've had enough. They made a significant investment, acquiring Shreyas Iyer for a substantial 26.75 crore rupees, the second most expensive player in the IPL history. And PBKS will rely heavily on Iyer's experience and composure at number 3, hoping he can anchor their explosive batting lineup. From the previous edition, they retained only Prabsimran Singh and Shashank Singh, and they brought back fast bowler Arshdeep Singh via the right-to-match card for 18 crore at the mega auction. Now, the team boasts of brilliant international power hitters like Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis and Josh Inglis. But how good is their Indian contingent? Can they prove to be good? Can they provide consistent support? Along with Prabsimran and Shashank, they have Priyansh Arya, who can hit huge sixes at will. There's also Suryansh Hegde, who was impressive in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy for Mumbai. They have a good bowling attack. Arshdeep Singh, he leads the pace attack that includes Marco Jansen and Yash Thakur. Then there is also Yuzvendra Chahal and his spin that adds another huge dimension for them, creating a well-rounded bowling unit. IPL 2025, it presents a crucial opportunity for the Punjab Kings. With a revamped squad, experienced leadership and renewed purpose, they have the potential for a deep tournament run. Shreyas Iyer, he's been part of 5 title wins since March 2024. He is somebody right now with a magical touch. The IPL win with KKR aside, he won the 2023-24 Ranji Trophy, the 2024-25 Irani Cup, and the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy titles with Mumbai. He was also a key member, of course, of India's title-winning Champions Trophy team, and he comes into this IPL on the back of a superb run of form. Now, interacting with media for the first time before the IPL 2025 season, the head coach, Ricky Ponting, he opened up on the goals and the team's strategy to bring the IPL trophy home.
Players and leaders like Shreyas and Arshdeep and Yuzi Chahal and those guys into the Kings 11 Punjab to try and rebuild from the bottom up. And the only way you can do that is with high quality Indian players. And I think we did a great job at the auction. I think we've got a really good mix of youth and experience. We've got really high quality Indian players. We've got some really high quality overseas players as well. So look, I couldn't be happier with the way that the squad's come together. We've trained well. Up in Durham, Charlotte, we had our first session here yesterday. I'm not sure if many of you guys were here watching, but the session we had last night was really good. The boys have trained really well. Everyone's happy. Everyone's enjoying themselves. And that's all we can ask as captain and coaches, that everyone's enjoying the environment that we're creating. And so far, so good.
Ponting and their new skipper, Shreyas Iyer. In the past, they've been together at the Delhi Capitals. The former Australian captain was instrumental in bringing Iyer to the Punjab camp from Kolkata Knight Riders, where Shreyas had led the Knights to a title triumph last season. The duo is reuniting for the third time, and Ponting is excited.
Oh, look, I think like I said, if you look back to the auction, I think it was pretty clear to everyone who I wanted as my captain, and we got what we wanted. I was desperate to work with Shreyas again. We had a great working relationship at Delhi over a long period of time. He's one of the best players that I've worked with. He's a great human being. He's an IPL winning captain. You couldn't ask for much more. So we got what we wanted there. He's only joined the camp a couple of days ago, so he's starting to make his mark on the team as a captain and as a leader, and that will evolve over the next few days before we get into our first game. But no, as I said, I couldn't be happier. We've put a great squad together. We've got the best leader that we could possibly hope for, and we've had a lot of great times and success together. And I think we understand each other really well. And as you know, captain-coach relationship in any team is vital, and I know that we've got a really good, strong one here.
And Iyer and Ponting, they teamed up for the first time in 2024. Delhi Capitals, it was one of Delhi Capitals' best campaigns as they reached the finals only to lose to Mumbai Indians in Dubai. Now the mission is to end Punjab Kings' long wait for the silverware. Shreyas, he talked about what it means to work with Ponting again.
मैं इनके साथ ऑलमोस्ट 3 साल काम कर चुका हूँ एक फ्रेंचाइज में और मुझे पता है कि ये कैसे सोचते हैं हर एक इंडिविजुअल के बारे में ऑन एंड ऑफ द फील्ड हर एक जन को सपोर्ट करते हैं और उनका एटीट्यूड ओवरऑल चेंज हो जाता है क्योंकि बेसिकली आप थोड़े जगह में देखते हो सीनियरिटी जूनियर जो रहते हैं उनको प्रेफरेंस मिलता है बट इनके साथ जब मैंने काम किया फर्स्ट टाइम मुझे इन्होंने ऐसा फील कराया कि मैं बहुत ही बढ़िया प्लेयर हूँ एंड ये फॉर्मेट में इजीली एकदम एक्सेल कर सकता हूँ तो वो जो कॉन्फिडेंस देते हैं ये वो एकदम अलग ही लेवल का होता है और इनके साथ काम करके भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है अगर आपका सिर्फ फॉर एग्जांपल नॉट परफॉर्मेंस बट रिजल्ट इधर उधर चला गया बट इनका वो माइंड फ्लक्चुएट होता नहीं है एक ही तरीके से सोचते हैं और इनको सिर्फ जीतना पसंद है इम्पोर्टेंस तो ट्रॉफी जिताना ही है वही है हम लोग का माइंडसेट अभी और स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस रहेगा ऐसा नहीं कि ओवरनाइट आप उठ के सीधा उठाओगे बट जो हिसाब से हम लोग प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं और टीम जो हिसाब से एक दूसरे के साथ अपना वेवलेंथ और कमराडरी शेयर कर रहे हैं तो बहुत ही बढ़िया चालू है और अभी मुझे सिर्फ एक ही दिन हो गया आके बट जैसे इन्होंने कहा कि टैलेंट जो हिसाब से है इस टीम में स्पेशली द यंगस्टर्स अनबिलीवेबल
Shreyas also made the choice clear for his batting position in the Punjab Kings 11. Listen into what he said.
IPL is an integral part of Indian cricket and if I would want to mark myself at some position in T20 it would be number 3 and that's what I'm focusing at. I wouldn't say that we are planning and thinking about what number I would be batting. This time I'm quite clear about that position and I'm going to be focusing on that number as long as coach approves with me.
So number 3 is the place where Shreyas Iyer wants to bat in the IPL and is hoping that he gets that support from Ricky Ponting, who kindly agreed to that. Okay, we move on from Punjab Kings to Royal Challengers Bengaluru. We know they have a huge fan base and their fans have been waiting for this event. Finally, they had their first training session officially at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium on Monday at the RCB Unbox event. Ahead of the 18th season of Indian Premier League. And of course, fans got to see their favourite players. Watch this story to find out what exactly happened in that event.
Welcome once again to RCB Unbox. कि मैं जब भी मैं यहाँ आता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि मैं अपने एक दूसरे सेकंड होम आया हूँ मैं जब भी बेंगलुरु आता हूँ ये फैंस हमेशा दिल में रहते हैं This is the RCB Unbox Annual Skill Challenge. मैचेस और अनबॉक्स इवेंट काफी सिमिलर होता है क्योंकि जिस नंबर्स में क्राउड्स आता है आई थिंक सिमिलर टू आईपीएल मैचेस अभी सभी को पता है कि जिस तरह वो सपोर्ट करते हैं आरसीबी को आई थिंक वो अपनी टीम की तरह देखते हैं आरसीबी को और ये हमें एक काफी मोटिवेटिंग लगता है और पंप अप होते हैं
ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಸಿಬಿಯ ಹೊಸ ನಾಯಕ ರಜತ್ ಪತಿದಾರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ
It was a goosebump moment for me. The stadium was full packed, and the way they were shouting, the way they are supporting us, I think that was really, really unforgettable.
I just need your support and love, and we'll try everything to make you happy.
Germany has a rich and storied history in football. They won 4 World Cups and they won 3 Euros, and their clubs from the Bundesliga are competing in top-level European competitions. Today, I have someone who can tell us so much more about what it's like to be so successful in football at the global stage and what does it take to becoming a footballing superpower. I have Dr. Holger Blask. He is the Managing Director of DFB. Dr. Blask, first of all, welcome to India. What is the purpose of your visit? What brings you to India? What are the key objectives? And can we see DFB exploring partnerships with Indian football organizations, clubs, academies?
First of all, thank you very much for having me, and it's my first time to India, and I just left the plane this morning and I can feel all this energy on the street, and that is actually the reason why we're here, because I mean it's such a large country, such a young population, and we really want to explore together the interest in football and grow the interest in German football, and therefore we are meeting tech companies, media companies, and like everybody else who can develop with us together German football and the perception in India.
How do you see the growth of Indian football, and what lessons from Germany could be applied here?
So, I mean, India for sure is a cricket nation, so Germany is a football nation. So we develop the game itself, but we develop the things around it, like the TV production, the match data production, the VAR, and many things. So I think we can share some knowledge there. But then again, now we are at the next step, and for example, to use artificial intelligence in football, like for the game itself, but also for all the surroundings, media, product, etc. And India is so strong with the education and the young people, and that is something I think we have to find out what we can do together there.
Absolutely. Now, Germany, they have a very well-structured youth development system. What can India learn from that to strengthen its grassroots program? What is it that Germany did right and that India can do to better our grassroots programs?
Yeah, I mean, the concept of training centers in Germany and youth academies is probably one of the keystones there. And yeah, we are actually discussing with Indian football clubs as well, cooperations between, for example, the DFB League, the third division, and regional leagues and clubs to see how we can cooperate there and develop grassroots talents together and even exchange them, bring them to Germany, etc.
Okay, you're speaking about collaborations and exchange programs. Can we possibly see some of the players from the German national team come here? There are big names. It would be inspiring for the players here to possibly get a chance to play with them, to learn from them.
Yeah, I mean, we just started, as I said, to look into how we can develop it together. But I mean, yeah, at a certain stage, why shouldn't there be a friendly between like either an under-21 team or even the national teams between India and Germany?
Okay, you obviously see India as a potential market for German football in terms of sponsorships, broadcasting, fan engagement. Is that something that you're looking at to get more Indian fans to watch maybe, say, Bundesliga?
Yeah, we started with the DFB Pokal, and we see like there's an increasing interest in DFB Pokal and German football there, and we do want to go further, like with the DFB Pokal for women and the Women's League, for example, which are organized by us. So yeah, therefore I think for us the biggest interest is to see how far the interest in India goes and how we can develop it together.
Okay, now India's growing football fan base. I mean, today, youth, they have the freedom to choose what football leagues they want to follow. There is a big fan base for European football. I'm wondering, what are the strategies that you're looking at in trying to engage the fans here?
See, I mean, the best possible way would be making many people, boys and girls, play football, and it's an easy access game. You know, you need a ball, some square meters, and you can play it. So and basically, I think it goes hand in hand. If there is an interest in playing, then there will be an interest in watching, and we know there's a big interest in major tournaments, for example, the World Cup or the Euro, and then you follow probably a European or a South American team, and hopefully it's Germany. So we try to be like then probably the second team in India after your Indian national team. So but as I said, key is making as many girls and boys playing football.
Okay, now Germany is at the forefront of technological advancements like VAR, data analytics, and like AI that you said that's quickly becoming big. But the ecosystem also,
if you see it to Germany,
has created excellent infrastructure with world-class stadiums to youth academies. What can we do to create that kind of ecosystem?
If you see it to Germany, I mean, we renewed everything for the World Cup 2006. Now we had the Euro 24, so we renewed once again. And there is like in the criteria, in the licensing criteria to participate either in the first Bundesliga, in second Bundesliga or in third league, you have to fulfill like infrastructural criteria. So that's basically the key that why we are always developing stadia infrastructure. And I came by the stadium here in Delhi, by the way. I just saw it from outside, but it seems to be like a big place.
Yes, it is a nice stadium, but we need more football grounds, better coaching and accessibility to these facilities. Now, I told my 10-year-old who plays football that you were coming and that we were interviewing you, and if there's something that he'd like to ask you, and he just said, please ask him, when can you bring Florian Wirtz to India? Do you want to answer that?
So in the beginning, if I had known it before, I would at least have brought like an autograph today. And then, as I said, on the way, perhaps there's a friendly coming up at a certain stage of time between India and Germany.
All right, Holger Blast, thank you so much for taking the time out, sir. And hopefully we can see a big Indo-German collaboration, maybe get some of the big players from Germany to come here and play with India in some friendlies, or possibly have our youth team travel to Germany to see what it's like to really train at the best facilities. But thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, we move on. The opening day of the 144th International Olympic Committee session that got underway in Greece with the imminent presidential election looming large. Outgoing IOC President Thomas Bach, he welcomed the members to the Greek town of Pylos and prepared to present a report ahead of Thursday's election. The candidates to replace Bach include international cycling chief David Lapertient. He's the current IOC Vice President Juan Antonio Samaran Jr., World Athletics Chief Sebastian Coe, multiple Olympic swimming champion Christy Coventry, who is Zimbabwe's sports minister, and Prince Faisal Al Hussein of Jordan. International Gymnastics Federation head Morinari Watanabe and Olympic newcomer and multimillionaire Johan Eliash, who heads the International Ski and Snowboard Federation, they complete the list. Just over 100 IOC members, including federation chiefs, National Olympic Committee presidents, royalty, and billionaires, among others, will cast their votes on Thursday. The Professional Tennis Players Association, PTPA, they filed a lawsuit against the sport's governing bodies accusing them of anti-competitive practices and a disregard for player welfare. The PTPA, co-founded by Novak Djokovic in 2019 to give players more power over their careers and earnings, said on Tuesday that after years of good faith efforts to reform professional tennis, it had been forced to take this legal action. In a statement, it said that along with more than a dozen players, including Nick Kyrgios, the PTPA had filed papers in a New York court against the ATP Tour, the WTA Tour, the International Tennis Federation, and the International Tennis Integrity Agency. Ahmed Nasser, who is the executive director of the PTPA, said tennis is broken. In the statement, legal action has also begun in Britain and the EU. This is what the PTPA is saying, describing the various governing bodies as a cartel. The PTPA accuses them of paying artificially low compensation to professional tennis players and imposing a draconian ranking system that forces them to compete in certain tournaments. And with that, it's a wrap here on Game On. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.